Speaking at the Broadcaster Convention of Southern Africa in Cape Town, South Africa, SABA President Stanley Similo highlighted challenges facing public broadcasters in the region.
Our biggest challenges when we do public broadcasting, there's two. One, it's funding. Because we are dependent on a shareholder who might have political ambitions. And we know, CEOs know, the headbutting that takes place in terms of what you want to do and how you want to do this. To the extent that at the best of times, I believe that most DGs and CEOs don't sleep at night. Because now you've got to walk this line that is difficult to mitigate.
NBC's Chief of News and Program Officer, Menesia Mwenyo, who is also a former part of the Namibian delegation, explained that the gathering aims to discuss solutions to the unprecedented challenges being faced by the broadcast industry as a result of COVID-19 pandemic.
To see the impact that went through and what broadcasters are doing now. The easy example that I can give is that revenue. Most of the time, during COVID, the advertisers were also affected that they could not advertise. That means income for broadcasters was less. And also we know that subsidies, and as you know in the case of NBC, we also had a slash there. So what do we do? How do we move forward? And the proposal on the table now is that partnership is one of them. Also, we have known that in the industry, OTT is playing a role. But what does it mean? How many people are really using the cloud-based broadcasting? What are those audiences compared to linear, the traditional or legacy media like radio and television? There are those people with data like from Utelcel who were saying, yes, at the beginning, maybe we were talking more online platforms, but the advertisers are also bringing back their budget to traditional media. So it's a matter of really putting heads together and see what are we going to do to ensure that our audience in the region, they are informed in real time. It's also so significant for Namibia because we aggregate the SADC content, and there are countries that are still have to do more because we have some countries that were active producers or contributors to this content, but with the impact of COVID, they have to cut down on their costs. So we're just trying to see how can we help them. What is the hint from one or country B or country C? What can we learn from one another?
The Broadcaster Media Convention, which ends on Wednesday, will be followed by the SABA Annual General Meeting on Thursday. The convention is being held under the theme Accelerating the Transformation of Broadcasting and Media Organizations in Africa. Lusengi Findaka, NBC News, Windhoek.